how you can win Monopoly. And when I show you this, some people are probably going to be like, oh, well, I knew about that all along. But some people are going to be like, I never really thought of that. So I went ahead, I've gotten the settings all set. So let's see here. We'll have a full house. And then, because I like to make it like a high roller, where you start off with 2,000, Pasco makes it 400, and then if you land on it, you get 800. And then we turn off the house and hotel limits. That way you can do a lot better in terms of making sure that you can win and also bankrupt people a lot easier. And then you make it to where you have no properties at the start. I keep auctions turned on because sometimes it can get very interesting just how far the computer will try to outbid you for a property. And it's just, oh boy. So let's see here. We'll go ahead and make all of them AI. I'll be the race car. And we'll put it on medium. So let's see here.
Are we ready to play the game?
Yep, Wyatt, we're getting ready to play a game. We're going to play a good old game of Monopoly.
Yeah.
No, we don't play with tutorials because I know how to play it. He got a speeding fine. All right, let's see here. All right, I got a 7. Oh, put me back to income tax.
Let's keep going.
Well, he just got $150.
Oh boy. Yeah.
3.
3.
Oh no.
Oh no. We're gonna get...
Already Thimble is messing up my strategy.
Oh boy. We're gonna win this.
Alright. We can go ahead and purchase that. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to try to see if we can cut out at least one property out of all the different colors, so that way you have control of the map. Well, Thimble has already gotten 2 out of 3 here, so he's already messing with my strategy.
How? How was the train? It's better.
It's just a board piece, Wyatt.
Oh. I'm sure we can...
B! Over here, get in.
Whoa. How are we gonna play this game? Have you...
He gets a get out of jail free card. Uh-oh. If only I had that in real life.
Let's get out of this.
Oh man, if I had a get out of jail free card, oh, the possibilities would be endless of how I'd use that thing.
Oh boy. I'm sure we're not going to get jail.
Okay, just a little bit. You can don't stand so close to the monitor. Just sit right there in the chair. You can still see it.
But your water is in the way.
I did.
Here, I'll move it. All right. There, how's that?
That's better.
Okay.
Okay, let's play this game. Oh,
Yep.
we got in jail again.
The game of greed, folks.
How are we going to go to jail?
Yep. When capitalism meets socialism.
In the car.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, don't get in the, don't get in.
You got
Oh,
it?
great. They've already got the 2 utilities.
There's another one over here you can drive. We'll just use this as like
Have you downloaded that game?
Yeah, they're already throwing a wrench in my strategy.
Well, we didn't get in jail.
Oh. Come on. Give me something good where I can cut out a piece of the board. Oh, man. I'm not having any luck.
Come on.
Why you're landing on all the cheap ass properties?
No, I keep landing on everything but the property spaces.
Oh,
Yeah, I've landed on chance. I've landed on everything that I need to not land on.
Oh, you got him.
maybe the computer has everything rigged, like the DNC rigs everything.
Yeah, at this point, oh, here we go, a bid. So here we go. Yeah, that way I can cut out a piece of the board on this side. Sure, I'll go for it. What's it going for? Well, I'll go for, let's say, 200.
I gotta hide because
Oh, they don't want to go for it.
it's over there.
212,
Okay.
Oh, God.
222.
Get it. It's a bad
All right,
one.
I'll bid 250. Let's see if they're going to go beyond 250.
Okay.
All right, so that person's out. Well, I want it for 250. Okay, so we got that part cut out. So let's see what else we can get. Community chest. Okay, I got 50 bucks. All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, God, be right in front of us.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, there he is.
whoa. Oh, we didn't get the train.
All right, come on, give me something good. Give me something good.
Come on.
Oh, I'm going to purchase that because now I own these three.
Trying to get the security.
All right, now let's see. There's plenty of other properties up for grab. So I've got that piece of the board cut out. Uh-oh. Someone's got Boardwalk and Park Place.
Well, this would have been nice to know where we had.
Are we playing?
All right. Come on, let's get Tennessee Avenue. So that way I can cut out that piece.
Yeah.
Oh, I overshot it by 1.
Let's try again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no. Someone traded and got Park Place and Boardwalk, and they've already put houses on it. Oh no. This can only end badly.
Oh, okay, come on. There's another one. There's another one.
Okay. See what else is there.
Okay, you're gonna have to get in the gunner because the helicopters.
Oh no.
Oh, she got something at me.
They've already got hotels on Park Place and Boardwalk.
There they are.
Oh god. That was not supposed to happen.
I'll try.
Yeah, I think this computer's got it rigged, just like
That's okay.
Sorry.
just like a real capitalist. It's like a slot machine. For God's sakes.
That's
Oh,
okay.
behind us, the car, they're following us.
A computer is only as good as the person who programmed it. Well, I'm going to throw a wrench in its little plan and purchase
Okay.
Marvin's Gardens. That way that piece is cut out.
That white one. Oh shit. Hang on.
Right now. All right. Let's see here. What the?
Who's that in the dark?
Hey guys, it's me walking home. James, sorry for messing up on that stream. I was disorganized. All day. I was
You're a
stressing my
bad,
brains all day.
you're a bad boy. You are a real bad boy.
Okay, now we gotta go back
I
to
know.
16 minutes.
I know.
Hold on tight.
Right. Just want you to
I'm
know
on
that.
home, and I will get some
All right.
beers, and we will do some things.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the time. Yeah, I hope you hooked up tonight.
No late tonight. I did not get laid tonight, but
Are
I
you
was just
gonna
hanging out with some. I hang out with some cool girls. It's still cool.
Yeah, but be careful. Watch out for those respiratory droplets.
Wait, what?
Oh
Watch out.
no! Oh no!
Oh yeah,
You
the
better
COVID-19. But yeah, so I hung out with some cool girls.
watch out
It
for
was
the
cool. But
vaginal
hey, guys,
droplets,
yeah.
the
Are we
respiratory
live?
droplets.
By the way, are we
Well,
live or are we?
I
No,
just
we're
got
live.
bankrupted.
We're live.
We're live. All right. Yeah, I'm almost home, and then I will get some beers going. How are you guys, James, Gary? How are you guys going
Well,
today?
I just got defeated by the computer. So we're going to try
shit.
that again because that did not go according to plan.
Yeah,
Playing
Not
Wow.
even remotely close to going to plan.
Gary, Damien, just to tell you, trying to play the computer never works. The computer will almost always win.
Well, we're going to give that a shot. And now that I figured out what it's doing, I'm going to use its own strategy against it. So here we go.
He's playing
Sorry for
Monopoly.
walking, guys. Just had a couple beers, gonna have a couple more, and we are gonna chill. And, James, sorry for messing up on that. I legitimately thought that we had a day off of the live stream. I legitimately thought that we had a Friday off. So
No,
I got a curveball.
Yeah, but you told me that you say I'll host it. You told me I'll host it.
Ah, fuck yeah, I know. Now I know.
How did you make out last night? Did you have any bad nightmares or anything?
I didn't have any nightmares. No, that's kind of weird.
No, did you have
I
any
don't even
nightmares
remember.
last night?
What was that?
No, did you have any nightmares last night?
I didn't have any nightmares this time.
Oh,
Then
good.
I ended up having a pretty good day. It was a great day.
All right, very good.
But I sometimes worry that sometimes it's going to be a great dream, and then other times it's going to be a nightmare.
Wait, did I forget to turn off tutorials? Oh, great.
Yeah, we're talking about lucid dreaming, Gary. Damien, we were talking about lucid dreaming on my live stream. You said get a shit ton of. If you want to keep all those demons out, even though I feel like the demons are warnings, if you want to keep all the demons out, holy shit! Look at this moon. Can you guys see the moon?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Really nice, right? Wow, that is really cool. But if you
I'm just like
with the demons, yeah, I know that they are. Demons and dreams are kind of like a warning. I think they're kind of like a warning. But if you want to keep them out, you got to do a lot of candle. You got to do a lot of candle work, a lot of incense work. You got to. James said you have to put salt in every corner of your place, of your abode. So I definitely. It was a mad gainer day today. Even a cheat day with the workout was still a mad gainer day today. You got to with the demons. You have to do a lot. You have to burn incense. You have to put salt in every corner.
Yeah.
Windowsills.
I would recite the 91st Psalm. 91st.
yeah,
Yeah, the 91st Psalm.
What's that?
It's in the Bible. It's called it's under Psalms. PSALM, the 91st Psalm.
All right.
But for now, try to
send me a link of that. Send me a link of that song, buddy.
I'll send you a link.
I'm gonna lift the hoop. Be right back.
11 million. Oh, hi, Renee. How are you?
Oh no, I gotta go to jail. Oh no.
Oh no.
Renee's off.
I'll hop in a little bit.
Holy shit! It's like 3 o'clock on your guys' end. It's 12
Yep.
o'clock my time.
Yeah, it's pretty late over here.
Holy shit!
I'm surprised that Wyatt is still up.
Why?
He will not get adjusted to his sleep schedule. He will not. We've tried it multiple times. He just will not.
Well, just holler at him and say, you know, go to bed and stay there and keep quiet.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Oh, then you gotta talk louder.
Well, we're gonna. I don't know why, but apparently it didn't take off tutorials. So I'm gonna go ahead and post $50. Get out of jail. So let's see what I can land on. 6. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else I can land on. 9. What's he getting ready to fix? So what you getting ready to fix there?
Hmm?
Yeah, I heard you throw something in the microwave or something in the oven. What are you fixing?
Oh, doing some pizza. Way late. Barely.
Oh, it's never too early or too late for pizza.
Doing some pizza. What'd you guys eat tonight?
Before I went into work, I had a couple bologna and cheese sandwiches with some chips, and tonight I fixed some chicken nuggets and some barbecue chips.
By the way, Gary, thank you for doing this stream. I fucked up on the stream, so thank you for doing it.
That's okay.
Yeah. And then also eating the fries with some red hot buffalo dipping sauce from Frank's. Although this is from Jack in the Box, it's a bit of an hors d'oeuvre.
Wait, Jack in the Box stays open this late?
Got that last night. Got that yesterday. Got that yesterday for breakfast.
I was about ready to be like, wait, Jack in the Box stays open this late?
Some locations may. I think there's one location in San Rafael that is open until 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So, Jack in the Box, you're pretty good on that shit.
Well, I've never actually personally ate at a Jack in the Box, so I wouldn't know.
Really good. Hey, Damien, check out this burger. It has jalapenos. James, Damien, jalapeno. Guys, see that?
Yeah, I see it. It actually looks pretty good, actually.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I tried like doing a stream of just the Monopoly or just screen sharing. When you try to go full screen, it just completely messes it up. That's why I had to just do screen sharing of the whole screen. So that's why you see all of this in the background. That was the only way I can get it to work.
Oh, it was
I
acting
don't know
kind of
why,
buggy.
but
It was acting buggy. It was acting buggy.
all right, so what we're doing here is we're playing a game of Monopoly, and I'm showing a very particular strategy in terms of trying to beat the computer. Well, it didn't exactly work the first go around, but I'm trying to see if I can get it to work on the second go around. Because what you're supposed to do is, if you can get at least one out of every color property on the board, then it becomes very difficult for the other players to build houses and hotels on the other property, and it makes it much easier to negotiate and get some pretty good deals on stuff. So that's why I do it.
Yeah, I think you can get like $500 hotels if you do very well.
Well, looks like it's doing a better job in terms of this going according to plan this time. So let's see.
Let's grab them.
Hey, Mike, I tried some of that for the first time. I tried the Trader Joe's chili with beef and bean, and it was the best I ever had.
You're talking about
Really?
You're gone, Jay.
I think
The chili with beef and bean in the can.
I've not had that yet. I haven't had any cans, but what did you think about it? What you think about
Oh, it's outstanding.
it? You loved it.
No.
It's the best I ever had.
You loved it.
I loved it. It's the best chili out of a can that I ever had.
Food in a can is getting pretty good right now.
Well,
It's getting pretty good.
this is exceptional. It really is. You got to try it. You got to try it. Trader Joe's chili and beef and bean.
I will. Red buffalo sauce. Oh.
Yeah, but I don't like the. I don't know. The baked beans were okay, but there was no pork in it. It was vegan. It was a vegan baked beans, but I like a piece of hog in there. You know, I like to see some fat back.
Oh yeah, I hear you on that.
Yeah, it's got to be flavored with
flavor matters.
Flavor with I can't get excited over too many vegan foods. The only vegan foods I like are Indian recipes.
Had a great Lyft driver yesterday, and he told me that because he's Indian, he cooks a lot of Indian food, and he mentioned something like Nestle's or something like that, and that's very cool. He was a very good driver too. He was a really good driver. I thought that the Lyft ride home yesterday would feel like shit because I had drunk so much on Thursday, especially upset stomach. So I'm sitting there, hey guys, I'm sitting out there all like, oh. But no, he was that Lyft driver. His name was Dinesh. That guy was so solid. Just smooth driver, focused, paying attention. I feel like Americans really struggle on this. They give other races and other walk of life, like Dire Straits. They give that song by Dire Straits, "Walk of Life." Wow.
If I heard it,
you wouldn't like my
a hard time, but they're the ones usually fucking up.
You wouldn't like my driving then.
No.
You know what I used to get at the Indian buffet? I used to get the basmati rice and put curry goat. They used to make curry goat, goat meat and curry sauce, and I put that over the basmati rice. Man, that was tasty.
Basmati rice is spicy. If you're looking for some spice with your fast food, try to find it, guys. Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Dipping Sauce. If you're not, as Chase the Heat on his YouTube channel would say, if you're not a chili head, maybe this is like a 4 out of 10. If you're like me, you're still getting used to it. This is like a 10 out of 10 for the.
I never had the Frank's. I never had the Frank's buffalo dipping, but I've had this a Sweet Baby Ray buffalo wing sauce.
Oh yeah, buffalo sauce will kill. It will kill. Done
Well, it
right.
depends. It depends on what kind of peppers they use.
Oh man, I feel like they use legit. You know, Gary. I feel like they use legit. Not Dragon's Breath or Carolina Reaper pepper. I feel like they used some good Serrano. I feel like they used some good Serrano pepper.
The Serranos?
Yeah. Even that is hard to eat.
A Serrano pepper, I don't think is all that hard to eat, but that's just me though.
Oh, you practiced.
For me, I can handle up to about a habanero. That's about where my comfort zone is in terms of spiciness.
Guys, should I do a habanero challenge? I know Damien has got to do a habanero challenge on his channel. Should I do a habanero challenge?
What are you on?
Should I do a habanero challenge, guys?
Only if you feel safe in terms of doing it.
I struggle with the Serrano
Where do you want
because I can eat it, but then I feel the heat. So then how do you not, Damien, how do you convert it from, mashing everything down because you're trying to tolerate it to actually eating the fucking sauce or actually eating the pepper?
That I do not know. Yeah, I do not know.
Yeah, because it's easy to eat the sauce because the sauce has other flavors. It's not just all the spice. But then when you actually get to the pepper, you're like, holy shit. You're like, holy shit, and that'll happen even on a jalapeno pepper. Even a jalapeno pepper, that will happen. That's only 8,000 Scoville.
In all honesty, I don't really know.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you're right about the Scoville heat units.
Yeah.
I personally don't think they're all that hot, but that's just me, though.
Yeah, I don't struggle with jalapenos, but as soon as you move towards Serrano, I thought Serrano would be easy. I thought it would be really easy, and maybe the second or the third or the fourth or the 10th time that you do it, but right now, the Serrano will kick my ass. A Serrano pepper will kick my ass. It'll definitely kick my ass.
It sounds like you're a little too far away from the mic. I really can't hear you.
All right. Yeah. About a week ago. Yeah, I just feel like a Serrano pepper will just womp the fucking shit out of me. And it's not even what they use in pepper spray. Pepper spray, they use cayenne pepper. They use cayenne pepper in pepper spray, so that's why it's so effective. Because if you do it whole, then you're in for a time.
Oh yeah. Well, cayenne pepper and vinegar is the basis of most of your basic hot sauces. Mostly.
Mostly, yeah.
Because like on a Jay Terrio's videos, if you've ever watched any of them, what he does is when he does like a double down or like a regular beer project or whatever.
Oh yeah, the double down, yeah.
He's taken coleslaw and he's put some like Louisiana hot sauce in it. And at first I was thinking to myself, that actually doesn't look all that appealing, or how will that actually taste, until I tried it myself. Got some vinegar-based coleslaw, got a couple packets of hot sauce, put it in there, mixed it all together, put a little bit of black pepper on top, mixed it all together, took that first bite, I was like, you know what? That's actually pretty damn good. all things
You know
considered.
what? You know what, Damien? I feel like I'm a little fucked up right now, but Damien, you know what? I feel like you add black pepper to anything,
No kidding.
and just that food gets so much more flavor. Black pepper adds a shit ton of shit ton of flavor. What's a Scoville level on black pepper? I never really know.
I don't think it even has one, to be honest.
But I know that it's hot though. I know that it's hot, and it's not just the regular peppers. You know, jalapeno, all the way up to Carolina Reaper, and now Dragon's Breath. Dragon's Breath, they will say, try to avoid it. It's just too. Hey, by the way, I have the Hazy India Pale Ale by Browerage West. Reviewed this a couple of days ago. I think I reviewed it about a week ago. It's pretty cool. Thanks for showing me. Browerage West. This is in San Diego. 6.8% ABV. It's in a can. It's in a can of craft beer. Not sure what that whale of terror was just now, but okay, let's go. And using an oh so dirty pint glass.
Well, what you could have done is you could have just went over there, put a little dish soap in some hot water, and cleaned it out. That would have been no biggie.
Could have done that. Was too lazy. By the way, Damien, you had some coarse words for me in the messenger earlier. You said, "Don't bitch about things. Don't."
Huh?
I want to hear you. I want to hear you on that. I'm trying to be relaxed, but it's
I'm sorry, what?
the other week. You said, "Don't bitch about everything."
Oh, just take a chill pill and just mellow out, man. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world.
None. Yeah, just take a chill pill, just mellow out, man. Just as Tommy Chong says, "Hey, mellow out, man."
Yeah. You know, I feel mellow now, but when I'm not mellow, it's a problem. Just feel like I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Damien. I feel way more micromanaged as a human being under the Trump administration than I ever did during the Obama or even the Bush administration. I feel
How?
way more micromanaged now.
How?
All these movements, all this delete culture going on, where people can really only view a cartoon. They can't see things actually happen, be acted out because it's too sensitive. So we're just going to end up with a bunch of anime on cable TV.
Anime. Oh, yeah.
Not everybody can watch a cartoon, man. I can't watch a cartoon. I feel like The Dark Knight Returns was horrible. Horrible. Blade Runner, the Blade Runner anime. I think that was pretty good.
Oh, it'll be okay. I mean, the exact same stuff happened even back then. It's just now it's just more prevalent.
Yeah.
So just go with the stride, go with the flow. Just go with it. I mean, it's okay.
What do you think about deletion culture, Damien?
What's the point? I mean, it still doesn't change the fact of, it happened. So, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Live PD is gone. Cops is gone. They did delete a cartoon about a bunch of dogs walking around. Okay. So even cartoons will get canceled. You may think that because it's a cartoon that is safe. But I'm worried that South Park will get canceled.
And if it doesn't, so what?
I worry that The Simpsons will get terminated.
Oh, they won't. This is just a thing. It'll be here and gone tomorrow, like so many other things have happened.
So then when something goes that, you came up on it, it was part of your bringing up, and it was, like live PD every Friday night, that was it's pretty much part of my childhood. I mean, I would tune in, and Dan Abrams the other day said, there may be hopes that live PD could come back with some racial sensitivity. But I'm not getting my hopes up though.
I mean, I've watched it, and you could just tell just by watching those shows, they're fake as hell.
There's some fakeness. I feel like it's cool though. You can just come home on a Friday night and not for one day not give a shit about anything. Just relax, maybe even smoke some weed. Come home, watch other people get into trouble, and you're just in your home. You're not doing anything. You're just in your home watching other people get cited, and it's pretty it's pretty fucking fantastic, man.
Until you get so stoned and the ceiling fan is going and you think it's a police helicopter, then you hide the weed, and then you come to him and be like, oh, it's not a police helicopter, it's just my ceiling fan.
Just my ceiling fan.
So let's see. What's the IBU on that hazy IPA you got there?
Brow Ridge West. This one is Brow Ridge West. It's a really good hazy IPA. It's called Picnic Lightning. It's called Picnic Lightning. Picnic Lightning.
So what is it supposed to be like when you take on a picnic? Is it a session or what is it?
It's not so much a session because it's over 6%.
Okay.
If you look on Untapped, it is no IBU.
What?
So
How can you have an IPA and no IBU? That makes like no sense.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Or is it just not listed?
There are so many IPAs that don't list their IBU level, or they don't have one at all. I guess they're saying it's very sweet or something. I don't know. I don't know. This isn't that sweet. It's very malty. It's very crisp. It's very oaty. It works pretty well.
All right. So to you, what would you say the IBUs are? If it's like 6%, I would say probably to make it balanced, probably like maybe in between 60 and 70. Would that sound about right for it?
That would be a bit of a wild card on a hazy, but I know what you mean. Maybe it's like 38 IBU.
That'd be more like a
Maybe
regular
45.
pale ale, not a India pale ale.
But that's usually what happens with the hazies. They lower the ante on the IBU. Hazies, Damien and James, they tend to lower the ante on the hoppiness. The beers for hazy beers are not as hoppy as Westies. They're not as hoppy. They're not trying to be sweet necessarily. This is very tart. It's very tart. It has a nice sourness. It has a nice tartness.
So would the hops they're using be more like, instead of like maybe dank or woody or earthy, they're more just like fruity or juicy?
This is dank as hell. This is dank as hell. It has a lot of flavors. It's just that it's not so hop forward. It's not
right, but I'm talking, I think that's
like what you're looking for.
So is it like very juicy and very savory when it comes to the hop bitterness or the hop profile?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay.
very juicy, very savory, but you're not getting any hops on the beer. It's not hop forward at all. Yeah, it's good with the juiciness. It's good with the savoriness, but you don't have any hops.
Yeah, at least now we know how to do it.
To be honest, that really does taste more like a pale ale in terms of a IPA. Even though that is hazy, that would be more like just a regular old pale ale.
Yeah, it's more of a pale ale than it is an IPA.
You know what that kind of looks like when Sam Adams introduced their fruity juicy IPA, and I did a review of it on a Jay's show. I want to say back in 2018. It looks very
Yeah.
similar to that.
So what's the appeal of not listing bitterness or not having bitterness? Are people trying to tell certain drinkers that we're not trying to make your beers too bitter? I mean, what's going on with that? Beer is sour. Beer is bitter. That's usually what happens.
Well, if you've had Keystone Light and you've seen those old ads back in the 90s, that was their tagline. Whoa, bitter beer face! No bitter beer face
Yeah.
with Keystone Light.
Ah.
Yeah, and when you
Yeah,
see the
just-
pictures, or yeah, when you
Really?
go back and look at the old ads of no bitter beer face from Keystone Light, oh, the bitter beer faces they make. I mean, they're just like, that's a face only a mother could love.
Why can't I call one of my cards?
I
Damien,
mean-
did you see my Facebook stream last night?
I was not in a good mood last night.
What happened, buddy?
Yeah, every time I
What
click
kind of
on
bullshit
something,
happened?
Lots of bullshit, and you're not my therapist or my counselor, and you're not getting paid to hear it.
No, I was just asking.
Lots. And it keeps on making itself into a big ball and keeps rolling down the hill out of control.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And when it hits, it's going to make a big splat, and shit's just going to go everywhere.
I know what you mean on that. Yeah, the world is on your back, and you're trying to get the monkey off your back, but the monkey is the whole world. I
Not in
know that
that
feeling.
regard. Not in that regard. It's just, oh man, the world is
Well, fuck
going to
me.
hell in a handbasket, and it's getting crazier.
You know what?
Yeah. It's just I think you said that Tennessee was going to be over this pretty soon in another stream, and now maybe I feel like you're not so sure because things
Well-
were about to pick up, and now everything is going back to shit again. Not just going to shit, going back to shit again.
Yeah, I need a tutu.
Yeah, superficially. Yeah, superficially, and just a bunch of just overreaction, disproportionate, irrational, illogical BS is what's going on.
Happened.
I'm slated to agree with you, because if you want to kill a virus, you have to get people out in where it's at, but in a way where it can't infect people.
Well, you were here
Uh,
earlier before you hopped on. I was telling James that here in my county, in Sullivan County, they did issue a mask mandate, but they're not saying how they're going to enforce it, and there's no fine or no penalty, no punishment if you don't obey
Trying
it.
to not say you're trying to kill me.
And
I know
if you
you're
can
a
hear
bit
me,
of a homebody.
and if you can hear me, by having
Yeah.
to wear it day in and day out, long hours at a time, it's flaring up my allergies really bad.
Well, you'll have
It's
to
making my
apply this
sinuses swell and flare up. It's making my throat scratchy, and it's giving me
Why
this
don't you come outside and see
like
what
really
Really?
raspy, dry cough. Like, did you not just hear it?
I didn't hear it. You sounded
Hang on.
okay.
You hear that?
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
Yep,
I can hear
that's
that.
by wearing it all the time. When you're being forced to do it. Like when I'm not at work and I gotta go out, I don't. So I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I was explaining how in reality they're not gonna work. In fact, the only thing they're gonna do is just make people sick. That's what I was telling James earlier.
mask is bullshit.
I just want to play that.
The N95 mask is bullshit. I like the face. I just like the usual face covering mask. I don't like the N95 mask.
That's what I have been using, and I'm telling you, they don't work. They're not going to work.
Yeah, so they're very technical about it, and yet
Can you hop in real quick?
that N95 mask is remarkably unpleasant.
I just want to play that.
That N95 mask creates so much discomfort. It makes me, I don't know about you, Damien, but the N95 mask makes me really uncomfortable.
I've never worn one, and even if they gave it to me, I'd just be like, nope, I don't want it. Take it back. Give it to someone who wants it.
I threw mine away. I threw mine the fuck away. I
Yeah,
cannot.
come down here.
I think somebody gave it to me, but I threw it away because I just cannot handle it anymore.
Yeah, I've tried all the different ones. I've tried the neck gaiter bandana ones. I've tried the thick cloth. I've tried all of them. They're not going to work.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate because are people complaining about wearing masks, or are they complaining about the discomfort? They're not even complaining about the discomfort. They're just complaining about wearing it. And then when you see people wear it, they put on all these sunglasses and hats, and they look like an idiot. They look like somebody who's about to lunge at you with a pickaxe.
It's a mixed bag. It's this, it's that. It's just about everything.
Watch.
It's a nightmare.
That, and like I say, I mean, if you're healthy and you're gonna be just fine, there's really no reason to wear them. But what I was telling James about earlier is, yeah, they've shown all these videos about this, that, and the other, but that's only one aspect. It doesn't matter whether you have a thin cloth, thick cloth, how many layers. It can still go out the mask, and it can still come in the mask. No matter how many layers you put on, it can still come through. And it doesn't matter whether you're 1 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet. It doesn't matter.
Learning how to do this.
They're basically germ magnets.
I think I read something. It was a post on Facebook, and somebody said that if you wear a mask and somebody else is not wearing a mask and they are dropping particles, that there's still a chance. There's still a pretty good chance, even with the fucking mask, that you can get infected.
Even if you both are, you still run that chance.
Yeah, you do. I also feel like part of this is a little blown up. I feel like people react way too much to that's what we talk about with beer, pasteurization. Everything has to be sterile. We live in a sterile society. We gotta be able to have some thick skin. I feel like that's what you're going off of, Damon. We gotta get more thick skin in society. We gotta feel like we can handle things. We gotta feel like we can know what's coming our way. No, I'm getting a little tongue thing. Know what's coming our way. We know we have to have a thick skin. We can't be so thin-skinned, especially when it comes to germs. What the hell is going on here? We're deleting every single TV show that's not an anime because it shows real things actually happening, even if it's just acting. And then we're sterilizing the living shit out of everything. Why do we become so precious all of a sudden? This is such a precious society. I can't take it. It's killing me.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But like I say, ultimately, it's going to do more harm than good. This is ultimately going to backfire.
It will. It will.
That's why they had that hearing down there, and they said, you do it, and someone does get hurt or get sick, there will be no qualified immunity to no one. Which means
no qualified immunity.
Yeah, that means, in layman's terms, that means because of them doing that, if they decide to take legal action because of it, they can. They will not fall under qualified immunity or make them immune to prosecution, whether criminally, civilly, constitutionally. They won't have it. That's what that means in layman's terms, in a nutshell. And it looks like your things froze.
Yeah.
All right, you're back. I don't know where Mike went. He was talking, then his screen just froze, so he'll probably be back here in a second.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently the computer. Yeah, the computer was not cooperating, so maybe we'll try that again another time.
It's interesting. It reminded me of in the casino. A lot of these very sophisticated animation 3D slot machines. It's not like a traditional slot machine anymore.
Right. Yeah. While you were gone, I was telling Mike about how this is going to backfire and how qualified immunity is not going to have an effect here.
Yeah. It's not going to have any effect. We're going to keep being the same polarized state that we're in, where we can't compartmentalize because everything has to be either the same or either or. I don't know how that works.
Well, interestingly, also down in Nashville, they have it in place, but in Knoxville, they also the sheriff of Knox County said, I cannot do this. He's not going to. So there's been places that are going to say we're not doing this. But anyway, I was saying down in Nashville, so they went ahead and they shut down the bars and the restaurants yet again.
Again?
And oh no, it gets better. So this time, instead of just shutting down, all of the business owners and the restaurants that got shut down as a result of it, they're taking the city of Nashville and the governor of Tennessee, Governor Bill Lee, to federal court over this.
I feel like Bill Lee has been a total disaster.
He has been. Oh, if you think Governor Lee is bad, you should have seen his predecessor that was before him, Bill Haslam.
Haslam, yeah.
That man was dumber than a sack of bricks and a school of jellyfish.
Hey, isn't Haslam a diverse last name? So,
I don't know, but yeah, Tennesseans are pissed off and they're fed up and they're doing everything they can for recourses against this.
Tennessee, GP is a state that's very GOP rich, and yet they elect a governor with a last name that it's kind of like Obama that would send plenty of people flying. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, if you saw Bill Haslam and the way he talked, the way he acted, you'd be like, "Yep, just a white redneck piece of shit from Tennessee." Same thing with Governor Lee.
But what's with the Haslam?
I don't know. I don't know why he had that last name, and honestly, I'm not gonna look him up to see why he had that last name or anything. Hell, even
why was it okay for somebody to have the last name Haslam?
I don't know. Your guess could be about as good as mine.
It's a big deal.
Your guess can be as good as mine.
They should have voted for Basil. Basil Marceau.
Basil?
Oh no. No. James sent me these ads from like back in like late 2000s, early 2010s of this guy. You could tell he's special, to say the least, and he created these really cool funny ads that he was running for political office, and you'll get a kick out of it. We're laughing with him, not at him, mind you.
Yeah, he says the answer to the green movement would be to plant lots of vegetation on both sides of every road and have the prison population harvest all this vegetation to be converted into ethanol. Natural gas, but just plant tons of vegetation everywhere.
All those guys will be trying to get their sentence commuted. That I can tell you.
Well, yeah, that's what's been going on down here. I mean, and I know people are going to be like, this is crazy. Yeah, it is, but it's just going to keep on and keep on. They're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And you give them an inch, they take 10,000 miles.
Part of me would rather be in prison than be a botanist. Part of me would rather be in prison than be a fucking botanist.
Well, actually, that wouldn't be such a bad job after all, especially if you grew Venus flytraps. That would be pretty cool. You ever seen one?
I haven't seen one, but I know what you mean, and that's
it's
what
cool.
makes me a little bit more enticed.
It's cool.
You know what's more cool? The giant pitcher plants from the East Indonesia, where a bird or a frog can fall in and be digested.
Yeah.
Yeah, the giant pitcher plants.
This ain't fun.
Holy shit! It's just
the butterwort that comes together like that. There's one called the sundew, but they need high humidity, which is not a problem over here.
Then down here either.
Yeah, high humidity and they like sun, but they got to be kept. They can't be put in potting soil. They got to be kept in like moss, because they get all their nutrients from the insects. So the soil that they're from is void of any nutrients. So you have to like put them in like coconut fiber or moss or some kind. And I guess you can get like mealworms well, they're easy to raise. Super worms. Just drop them right in.
Yeah. But I guess being a botanist wouldn't really be all that bad. I mean, you get to be around plants, and just don't water a Venus flytrap too much. Might grow too big and eat you.
You don't like plants, Mike?
It's not. I don't like plants. I just I like an office setting. I don't like exposure to too many foods or pathogens.
Well, I hate to bust your bubble, but every single time you even just go out in public, just in public, period, you are. You can just walk outside and just take a breath of fresh air, and who the fuck knows is in the air.
Oh yeah,
Do you know, Michael?
Will last in the air for 10 seconds.
You have mites. You have mites right now around your eyebrow, around here, that feed on your dead skin cells that you can't see.
Oh yeah.
There's dust mites and there's mites that live on us that feed on our dead skin cells.
You kidding me?
Yeah. And if you're around anyone, whether you're like right up close and personal or you're at a distance, if someone walks by, you're gonna get like skin flakes, skin cells, and all that shit on you.
Shit. So we should be social distancing regardless of.
I mean, even if you do, that's why I say, even if you do, you're still gonna get all that on you. So it's just like, don't be afraid at this point, because you're gonna end up getting everything on you. And if you're so concerned, go home, take a shower, wash your face, bulk up on vitamins and supplements.
You got a social distance from yourself, Michael.
Good luck with that, unless you can find a way to astral project and separate yourself from your body for a little bit.
Astral projection.
Stay at least 6 feet away from yourself. Oh man,
So,
James, I'm
yeah.
sorry I fucked up that stream earlier. I was out and about. I was fucking around town, and I just was not. I was not organized. I blew up my whole day. I
Well,
lost appointments today because I was
did you
so
find
disordered.
did you find the New Age store?
No, not yet. We don't really have those here. We have, James, we have a clothing store we did, and I think it's shut down permanently. We have a couple clothing stores. We have a couple stores where you can buy cookbooks and things like that.
Yeah,
I
it's
could look
not gonna.
around.
But
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
you got to go to
Interestingly,
you go to walk into a dollar store. Sometimes they have the incense. They sell the
yeah.
incense sticks. Dollar stores do. You know, you can find them there. Especially if they're Indian run. If they're run by Indians, they order all kinds of wild stuff.
I was just about to say, how do I make sure that I'm buying the right thing for the right person? Especially
I
something that's so
told you what to
personal.
get. Get sage for now. Sage, sandalwood, and Palo Santo. Palo Santo wood.
Palo Santo. Sage.
Sage and sandalwood.
Sage and sandalwood. Yep. Yeah, I don't. There's a place in Mill Valley that sells some trippy things, and you might think that it's a place where you walk in and you think it's going to be a regular store. They sell some of the craziest things that you could ever imagine. So I wonder if I were to go over there tomorrow, even. I'm going over to San Anselmo tomorrow. But if I go to Mill Valley at some point, I don't know if that store is even open right now, but they probably have some things. And they probably have some cool some cool things to help with astral projection. Just I
Well,
it's
you
so
need
weird. I'm in Marin County. Marin County's James. Marin County is very, and then I'll let you talk after. But Marin County is very hippie, and yet I can't find a lot of the things that hippies say that they are about. So, your thoughts?
why don't you go to Google, type in San Francisco, California, comma, New Age stores,
Yep.
or a comma, Botanica. Sometimes, if it's owned by Spanish people, it's called a Botanica.
Yep.
Yeah, but New Age stores, comma, San Francisco. And see what pops up. You never know.
Issue with San Francisco, I could get there tomorrow by taking a bus. I can't get there tomorrow by taking a ferry. The ferry has been suspended on the weekend until further notice. But I can get there on bus. But then even during normal times, I never know how to get back by bus. Because I'm waiting there. When's the next bus going to happen?
That's why just get you a car.
That's why I just get a what?
Just get you a car, man. Get you like a car that's good on gas. That way you can travel around wherever you want to go.
I can drive. I just don't have a license and I don't have a car.
Well, I mean, that's what I was telling James, whenever he gets a car, get you a Honda Civic, man. I mean, they're great little cars. They get great gas mileage. They're quick and zippy, and you can modify them to whatever you want to do with them.
Honda cars are great.
Yeah, you can't beat them. And they're easy to work on, and the parts for them are cheap.
James, what do you think about Honda cars? You think they're secure?
I've had Hondas. My sister has a Honda Accord. I've had a Civic. Yeah, no, they're pretty damn good. They're pretty good cars.
You can find one with a stick transmission or a stick shift. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to learn how to drive a stick shift, but they're going to get a little bit better gas mileage, and they'll last longer.
You said it's not hard to learn how to drive stick.
It's really not. A Honda Civic was a car that I learned to drive a stick shift on. The car that I learned was a 98 Honda Civic. And what I like about them is the clutch catches at this very particular point. It doesn't catch like super low, like almost down to the floor, or like super high where you almost feel like you're going to just pop it at any moment. It catches like right in the middle. It hits that really nice sweet spot. And then the gears in the gearbox, they're spaced out pretty well. So you don't run the risk of grinding the gears all that much. So that's why a lot of people say learn to drive a stick shift on a Honda because they make great clutches and the gearboxes are phenomenal. Now, the hardest car I learned to drive a stick shift in was a 2000 Mitsubishi Eclipse GT. It had a 5-speed in it. That was my dad's baby. And I've shown James a picture of it. That was my dad's red car that I showed you in that picture. Oh, man.
Kind of like a Porsche 911?
Not really. They have like this really long kind of front end, and they're very aerodynamic, and they have like this kind of long back, but they have this really small spoiler on it. But you can tell that it was designed to be very aerodynamic, and it was a sports car. But when you're in it, you literally feel like you're almost driving on air. You are like super low to the ground. And you got to be very careful on speed bumps because my dad and I, we've had some very peculiar instances with that car and speed bumps. You feel like you're about to bottom out on them.
Bottom out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like you go over that speed bump. Well, there goes my whole exhaust system. There goes everything goes underneath the car. Well, this car's totaled now.
We have
the show
we have
Car
a lot
Talk
of
on
speed
NPR?
bumps.
Do what?
You know the show Car Talk on NPR?
I have not.
Oh.
Anyway, what were you saying, James, about the speed bumps?
We have a lot of speed bumps around here because there's a lot of families with children around here, and there's a school, there's a school down all the way down. So it forces people when they're on a residential street to slow down. And in a way, it's good. Nobody wants to see their kid get hit.
Well, some speed bumps, even if you have a regular car or a regular SUV or truck, some of them are really high up, and it's just like I feel like I'm gonna scrape it because I've had some scrapes myself on some speed bumps. They are not fun.
They want you to slow those speed bumps. You really have to slow down.
Yeah, even on like the slowest ones, I've scraped.
That's not good either. I mean, they should be designed to get people. If you're on a residential street where there's families, 15 miles an hour, no less than that is necessary. But if you got to come to almost a complete stop to go over a speed bump, that's too high.
It is. But here in the neighborhood, I think the speed limit is 15 or 20. Yeah, no one does that. Hell, they fly up and down this road like 25, 30 miles an hour.
Well, the state troopers on the highway don't do the speed limit. They're doing at least 75 or at least 75.
What's the speed limit on the interstate?
Yeah, all the major highways, the state troopers are flying.
Yeah, but what is the speed limit? Because you live in Edgewater, which is just run off I-95. What's the speed limit there?
Oh, the major highways, 55 to 65, depending on the highway.
How many tolls do you have to go through?
You mean, well, they consolidated the tolls, but then again, you pay more at whatever tolls. To me, it's a racket.
Yeah, West Virginia has toll booths, and their roads are still shit.
Well, that's not good. They're supposed to maintain those roads. They should be perfect if you have a toll booth. Perfect roads.
Are the roads very good up there?
Yeah, yeah. The roads are very freshly asphalted. Garden State Parkway has got new asphalt. M- mo- Many of the highways are are paved very well. I mean, they have to be. In the springtime, the potholes start to show. So they have to. It requires maintenance. The roads, between the winter and with salt uh, on the roads from the winter, then by the springtime, potholes start to show, and they come around and fill in the potholes. But I'd say the best paved road has to be the Garden State Parkway, which runs down the east coast, all the Jersey Shore points, all the way down to Cape May. I'd say from I-95 in the north down to Cape May.
Hmm.
Cape
I mean,
May would be by the Delaware Bay. All the that little pecker on the end of the state.
I mean, the wife and I, we've thought about coming up north and just seeing what it's like, because she wants to go to Salem, Massachusetts, but God, with the way things are going, I just don't know when that's going to be.
You know what? The way things are now, it's not going to be very enjoyable. I would hold off. I mean, with interstate, like in Delaware, people have to be quarantined for 2 weeks. The state of Delaware, which is by Maryland, you can't enter the state of Delaware with outside plates. They'll stop you and they'll check your temperature and ask you questions, and
That's dumb.
it's like a mandatory quarantine for 2 weeks.
That is beyond fucking ridiculous. Like, that is going way too far. Like, way too far.
It's not like the normal life when you're an American and you have an out of state license plate, and you just get on an interstate highway and you just fly. It's life is different now, and I don't know.
Yeah, that is. I'm just going to say now, that is draconian and that is fascist as hell.
Yeah,
Literally stopping people for just having out of state plates.
Will you
I
shut
used to
up
drive
over
up to New England and in the fall, Halloween, and it was pretty.
there? I've heard enough bitching.
You see the foliage. The foliage changes colors farther north, and it comes down. Salem is pretty cool. I know really good places to eat there. But if somebody likes all that mysticism and New Age stuff, they would love Salem. A lot of stores, a lot of witches, covens of real witches walking around, psychics, all that stuff. I think Michael is ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go in there, take a shower, and probably, I'm going to go in there, grab a shower, and shave, and get ready for tomorrow. I work a 6 to 11, but tonight I got off really late. I didn't get off till like, I want to say I didn't leave the store till like 11:35, 11:40. So I had to stay over and do a bunch of cleaning.
You guys are hitting the red light, going with the going with the early morning live
No,
stream.
I mean I don't go in till 6 p.m. and I get off at 11 p.m.
Shit.
Yeah, I work the evening shift now. I work like evenings and closing, so the earliest I go in is 3, and I either get off at like 10 or 11, but sometimes I go in at 5, 4, 6, 7. It all just depends. The later I work, the better. At least I get to sleep in more. 'Cause at this
Yeah.
point, I value sleep.
You're
What,
shitting me. You go
what
in
was
at
Michael
the
singing?
bar?
What were you singing? Roxanne, put on the red light. Is that what you're singing?
I was saying you guys are really hitting the red light with the
Oh, I thought you were singing that song. Roxanne, Roxanne, put on the red light. Roxanne.
red light. I think what he means by that is red light means that you're going as fast as you can possibly go, especially engine wise. So
No, that means there's a whorehouse there.
you're hitting the red light. You're hitting not the red light district. You're not the red light district. You're hitting the red light means that you are going as fast as you can go.
Well, that IPA looked like a fruit smoothie. That looked really good.
Thanks, man.
That looked like a fruit smoothie.
James, what are you sipping on?
I'm not sipping on anything. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Organic.
It sounds like you're losing your taste for alcohol.
No, I just don't. I just have.
Give me some of that barefoot.
I only have little bottles. I don't. The nearest liquor store, I have to take a bus. I'm not like you that you have liquor stores close by.
Every which way.
Yeah, so I just have little bottles to go on Jay's show. Little bottles of hard liquor. I don't have, like in walking distance. There's no liquor. I have to take a bus. It's a pain in the ass.
Sounds a little limiting.
Yeah, they don't have. I don't want to get stuck with a whole case, unless it's something I like.
Yeah,
they won't
the problem with the pack is it might be a beer, but it might be a beer that you don't like. You might not like the beer, and then you have 5 other beers or something that you have to drink.
They won't let me mix the 6-pack. They won't let me mix.
That's very weird. I
hate
can
it.
do that over at my beer. I can do that over at my beer epicenter. I can mix 6-packs, no problem. So why? I don't understand. Why are they trying to get you?
Because they're assholes over here, right?
I never understood unless it's a beer that you really like the whole idea that you buy 6 different copies of the same beer and they call it a 6-pack. I don't understand that. Maybe make it a 4-pack.
I'm gonna make for lunch tomorrow. I'm gonna have somen, Japanese somen noodles with the special dipping sauce.
Cool.
That I got from Japan. I'm gonna make somen.
Oh, nice. Tomorrow on Saturday. What do you guys usually do on Saturday?
Whatever pops up. I mean, anything could happen. I don't have any. I don't have any plans unless my sister invites me to stay over tomorrow night. I don't. She might not.
What do I do Saturday? Work.
Yeah. Some people working on Saturday. Saturday, it should be illegal to work on Saturday or Sunday. That should be a union man.
Not really. I mean, I don't work Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. And besides that, Saturdays is when you get the most amount of hours because where I work at, Fridays and Saturdays are typically when I get my longer shifts. So that's when I get like the bulk of my hours. So Fridays and Saturdays, I love to work them because at least I'm guaranteed long shifts those days.
Ah, ha, ho, he, ha, ha.
I mean, if I get them off, fine, but I really don't
I
like
thought-
getting
I
Fridays and
thought-
Saturdays off.
I thought my jokes were bad. I'm just fucking with you. I'm impersonating the Joker. So the Joker walks into that boardroom. He's oh he ha ha. I thought my jokes were bad. And here's the Joker again. The Joker says, "Let's wind these clocks back a year. These cops and lawyers wouldn't dare cross any of you. Well, I mean, what happened? Your balls chop off?
You
Pretty
see, a
soon,
guy like me.
I see a guy like me, freak. A guy like me. Listen, as for these so-called televisions plan, Batman has no jurisdiction. He will find him and make him squeal. I know the squealers when I see them.
And yeah, that's what I was showing James, and we'll probably go ahead and call it a night. He's probably getting tired himself, but that's what I was showing James, that scene from The Dark Knight when Batman has that like that computer screen where it's like a sonar where he basically turns every cell phone in Gotham into a microphone and almost like a sonar device where he can track all of Gotham. I know
Yeah,
people think that's cool, but that's actually very scary.
yeah, that's almost tyrannical.
Mm-hmm.
And then Batman at the same time is saying, "This town is ready to believe in good. This town is ready to believe in good." Yeah, good having you surveil people. Okay, if that's what good means.
Yeah.
Ha, oh he ha ha. Oh,
All right. Well, we'll have this more for a topic of discussion on Sunday night.
I am working on my Joker impersonation, so I will let you guys know about that one.
All right. Well, I'll see you Sunday night.
You guys too. Have a good one.
All right. See you.
You too.